So, hello everyone. This is Joan Thomas, Division Manager for Pinnacle Division. I want to welcome you to our skincare mixer training. We have done several of these through Zoom webinars, and now I'm going to simply record this for anyone who could not join us on one of the webinars, so you can do a playback. So again, welcome. I'm glad you're listening to this playback. Mixer training, skincare mixers are one of the most exciting things we've embarked on lately. So here we go. Over the next 20 minutes or 20 to 30 minutes, I'm just going to do some sharing about what a skincare mixer is, the benefits, who are the players, how to prepare, how to conduct it, and talk about some helpful handouts and tips. Okay, so what is a skincare mixer? So it's a fun, productive way to build your business. It's about getting new customers, and of course, with the focus on skincare, you're going to be building your average customer order size and getting fantastic repeat business. It's a lot of fun. It's a social setting, and it's a great way to attract potential new representatives to your team. So what it's not, so not an open house. I think of an open house, and open houses certainly have their place and can be fantastic. Open houses, though, often it's a big range of products from a lot of different categories. So with these skincare mixers, we're really focusing on skincare because it gives you greater earnings, and also it's very interactive. Handshills, like trying things on somebody's hand, all of those things, it gives you more opportunity to build relationships. So some of the benefits of a skincare mixer are, well, first one is obvious. It's about earning money. And I've given an example here based on 10 guests. So if 5 guests were to buy a full regimen of NeutraEffects at the regular price, that would be $270 in award sales. If 5 guests were to buy a Reversalist night cream and eye cream at the regular price, that would be $310 in award sales. So that adds up to $580 in sales. If I assume 40% earnings, that would be $232 in earnings. And then, of course, think about, you can do your own examples, but that's one good example. Second benefit is, of course, boosting your future earnings, because when you do your skincare mixer and those, in this example, $232 in earnings, that's just the first part of it. Your guests are going to get hooked on skincare. Of course, they're going to want to replenish, and they're going to want to add on treatment products. So it's a great way to really boost your future earnings too. Third thing, you will achieve President's Club quickly if you're not in President's Club today, or it will help you move up to Honor Society, Rose Circle, a higher level of sales. So, and of course, if you're not in President's Club now, you want to quickly get to President's Club and get that 40% guaranteed earnings that comes with President's Club. The rule of thumb is 15 to 20 solid skincare customers will get you to President's Club. I also want to comment that within our division, the #1 seller of skincare last year sold $20,245 in just skincare. So there's a lot of money to be made in skincare. The next thing here is, fourth benefit of a skincare mixer, great way to network and attract friends or friends of friends that want to join Avon. So just a great way to expose a lot of your friends and more people to some of the fun things at Avon, the money to be made. It's a wonderful way to prospect and attract people. And the fifth thing is, well, a skincare mixer is easy to duplicate. It's really all about things that you can duplicate, and you can help others become successful and follow what you're doing. Who are the players? Well, new representatives. There are lots of players, but in moving forward, I would love to see new representatives. I want to make sure that we are getting them off to a great start. I'd love to do a skincare mixer with new representatives where they invite their friends and family, and an upline or a manager helps them to conduct that. Great way to get off to a super start. Second, of course, sales leaders. We want you to model the mixer for your new representatives and your promoters and star promoters, because I think you could very quickly help those promoters and star promoters build their unit sales and promote up. So of course, if you're helping someone else to do the mixer, they are going to invite their friends and you're going to model how to conduct it. So that helps both of you promote up. So you want to make sure they're inviting friends and family, and then you're modeling. All representatives, this is good for everybody. Use it to achieve President's Club or a higher level. And if for some reason you don't like inviting people to your home, well, I would ask a customer or friend to do the hosting. And maybe that's even better, because then you meet their friends and family. So how do you prepare? You need to, I think, you need to invite 40 to 50 people. That might sound like a lot of people, but kind of the rule of thumb is 1 out of every 4 or 5 people you invite will actually come. So you have to invite 4 to 5 times as many people as the number of people you can accommodate. Invite in different ways, whether it's Facebook, texting, calling. Some people like handwritten invitations. So you're going to do the inviting, but it's really important to text or call 2 to 3 days before and remind everyone. So you want to, I think, post countdown reminders on Facebook. To me, an important thing is, as a busy person, it's important for everybody's busy. You want to make sure, too, that on the invitation you state the ending time. When it starts, but when it's going to end as well. You'll get more people to come if they think it's 90 minutes maximum. I only need a babysitter for that amount of time. It's important to know. Otherwise, they might in their head be thinking, oh, it's 3 or 4 hours. I can't spare that much time. And I think, too, 90 minutes is really the recommended amount of time. So the things that you're going to want to get together for each attendee: a brochure, a skincare quiz sheet, which will show you, order pages from the receipt booklet, calculators to share, or at least a calculator to share, some samples to do handles, and some full-size skincare products to show the size and quality of our products. Personally, I don't think you need to have one of everything. This is something we want to be duplicatable. I don't want anyone waiting to do one thinking, oh, I don't have one of everything to show. I think samples you can show with samples. They can get a feel for the products, and if you have a full-size product or 2 to show, that's great, so they can see the quality of the packaging. Also, I recommend pre-ordering the new masks, because you can use those to size up orders and sell those individually. So in a minute, we'll get into that more. So determining the gifts you're going to need. Okay, I recommend an on-time drawing, one for winner of any games that you might be having. You may want to have an icebreaker game or some little things like that. One for everyone who makes a purchase. And these are little things. It's hand creams, it's lip balms, it's small things. And also if somebody else is hosting the party for you, then you will want to give them a hostess gift, and have something nice to show, because you're hoping also that other people attending are going to want to host a party. So it's important for them to see that the hostess receives a nice gift. And that hostess gift, well, I would go to the What's New. I would look at, what things are on sale. Think about the hostess's taste. So you can, with Avon, one of the beauties is you can do something very nice for not a lot of money. Okay, continuing with preparations, you'll see at the top, make lap boards, and you might be wondering about that. So you simply want something with a hard surface people could put on their lap to be able to write. And so you can use clipboards, but an alternative is to buy 3-ring binders, cut out the rings, and then you're left with 2 boards from each binder. So in the pockets of each binder, of each of the lap board, those boards, you'll put a brochure, order sheets, flyers, and I've shown you some of the flyers I would recommend, and you'll see these later. And very important, you're going to want to include a sheet to get their contact information, and that doubles as their entry for the door prize. So especially if it's friends of friends, you want to make sure that you've got their information to be able to follow up with them. So best way to do that is to call that, say that's the entry for the door prize raffle at the end. Okay, so in advance, you're going to want to review the pages in the brochure for NutraFX and a new Ultimate Platinum Reversalist and Vital. Those pages are, to me, there's a lot of information. There's information on there that recaps the features and benefits of each line, and it makes it really easy. Like a new in particular, it breaks it down by what it does and the benefits that you're going to see, results you're going to see. So anyway, there's enough information on those pages to help you get comfortable with selling skincare. It gives you the information, the info to be able to answer their questions. And in a little bit, and also you're going to want to review the quiz sheet. And in a little bit, you'll see that quiz sheet. Okay. Also, you're going to want to review 10 reasons Avon is the place to be, which speaks to a lot of our current opportunities, just to make sure you're familiar with that. And in a little bit, I'll show you more about that too. So we're going to now move into how do you conduct the mixer. So if it's at somebody else's house, make one trip to carry things in. Because if it's at somebody else's house, you may also be thinking that you're going to prospect that person to become a representative. So you want to make it look easy. Second thing is be set up and ready to go 30 minutes in advance. And that's probably one of the most important things on this page, because it's a relationship business and you want to have that time free to make sure you're ready to welcome guests, chat, start getting acquainted, all of those things. Third thing here is when they arrive, of course, hand out the lap boards or the clipboards and invite them to look through you want to chat, and then they will ask them to thumb through the pages while they're waiting for the last guest to get there. Then hopefully you can start on time and they're all there on time, but even if they're not there on time, I recommend starting no more than 10 minutes late. I would then introduce myself or ask your hostess to do that. And I would include a couple of things here. What brought you to Avon and what you like most about your business. I think it's important because also you're trying to attract people to join you. So they want to know those things. It's important to tell them up front and early on. And then if you have a hostess, you want to thank her and present her gift. And I would recommend doing an on-time drawing. Hopefully there are going to be more of these parties, and you want to convey to people volunteering to host one that you start on time and that you're not going to be asking for more than 90 minutes of their time to do the party. Okay, next thing, more about conducting the mixer. You will ask guests to turn to the pages in the brochure for NutraFX and share the key information for the 4 different choices. And then you'll have them turn to the pages for a new, and you're going to read off what it does and the results you'll see. Then you're going to use a skincare selector to help them choose which is right for them. And of course in there too, I would take out samples, have them do hand chills and things like that. If natural ingredients are important to them, then you may want to steer them towards NutraFX. Here's a skincare quiz selector, and this is fairly easy, straightforward and easy to use. On the left side, you'll see that they just X off my age is, they circle my main skincare concern is, and my skin texture is. And so then it's color coded. So according to how they answer, if they answer 3 questions with the same color that's color coded, then it points to the the regimen that they should be using, whether it's Reversalist or it's Ultimate. So it helps, and even 2 out of 3 questions with the same color, then you would orient them towards that regimen. Okay, so continuing with conducting the mixer. So after you've gone through the NutraFX and the Anew, and they've selected what's right for them, and they've tried the samples, they've looked at the full size to see the quality of the packaging and things, then you're going to want to segue from products into asking you questions about your business. So by then you'll be about 45 or 50 minutes into the mixer. So ask them to take out the flyer from their lap board. 10 reasons Avon is the place to be. And so you want to get them to ask questions about these things. So for example, on here I put, you'll see on the left side, middle of the page, you get trip to the Atlantis Resort in the Bahamas. There are different things on here. 3% sponsoring bonus on top of your regular bonus. $20 recruiting bonus. Equal earnings on eStore as traditional sales. So a lot of different things I put on here that are designed and are real things, real benefits of being with Avon. And we want them to ask you questions about these things, but most especially about the money they can earn with Avon. You want to start hearing questions about, well, how much can I make as an Avon representative? How much would I have to invest to start a business? How much time does it take? You'll start to hear questions that indicate that people are thinking about it and are interested. If nobody has asked you a question about money, you really want to try and spur that on. I would even say, well, gee, I'm just waiting for somebody to ask me the $1 million question. Don't you want to know how much money you can earn as an Avon representative? Don't you want to know about the top representative in our district? Do you want to know about what I'm hoping to earn this year? I would start prompting them, because you really want to get them thinking about the money they can earn with Avon. So as they are asking you questions, I would give them samples, because if you give a sample for every question, you're going to obviously get a lot more questions. So this is important, because you also want them to know about your business, because you're hoping that these are going to be your future business partners and team members. So in terms of the flyers and things, speaking of attracting new team members, you also want to talk about the Daily Care Collection, because it's one of the huge ways in which we at Avon help new representatives to attract customers, because they may want to know, well, how easy is it to get new customers and get my business off the ground? So this Daily Care Collection, it is 7 products, core products, for $19.99. It's a $65 value, and new representatives have the opportunity to sell this in their 1st through 4th campaigns. So I would definitely make sure they know about this. In fact, I would even say, you know what, take a picture of this while we're here. Take a picture of the flyer, text it out to your friends and family while we're here, and I bet by the end of the evening, you'll start getting people interested in ordering this. So then the next thing here is, as orders are tallied up, their orders are tallied up, you're also going to want to let them know that they can save 40% on their order by becoming a representative tonight or day of the event. So of course, you as the person who's conducting the event, you're going to want to have your computer set up so you can help them sign up. In advance, you will want to have asked somebody, maybe your hostess or someone else, to help you collect the orders, assuming you're going to be busy with signups. Then, so in terms of adding up orders, the guests can add them up themselves. That's why you're going to put a few of the order pages in each of the lap boards and have calculators there so they can add them up. And of course, also offer to sign them up for auto replenish, so that the regimen that they're ordering will be sent to them automatically according to the use up schedule. Typically, it's something like every 3 months. So then the 4th thing here is, for extra earnings, you may want to have bundles and like Mother's Day bundles or other cash and carry, so that they can, in addition to the skincare they've ordered from you that night and or other things from the brochure, they may, it's great at a party when you walk out and you have something from the party. So I think it's a super way to boost your earnings, have some cash and carry. To the right there, you're going to see I put one of the masks in a netting bag that I bought on Amazon. You can get them on Amazon or dollar stores, some dollar stores. Anyway, it just makes it look pretty, but not necessary even to do that. So what I would do is sell the individual masks for $6 each. So after you've taken their order, I would ask them if they want to add on one of the masks for $6 each, for $6 or two for 10. So great way to size up those orders and expose them to a new product that we think is going to be a big hit. So wrapping up the mixer, you will ask for future hostesses, and you're going to take out your calendar and offer a choice of dates. Important, I think, to, while people are interested and there in the moment, the most productive thing is to really take out your calendar, have thought about dates you're going to be available, and right then and there, start penciling things in. So by now, you're about 10 minutes away from the end. You're going to do a reminder about collecting the last orders, and so you can do the door prize. But anyway, a reminder about that. And then for uplines that are helping, you're going to want to add up the sales from the event. And you're going to want to do a shout out, and so that the guests hear as well, okay, our sales tonight, this was great. Our sales were XYZ tonight, and just want to let everybody know this was really successful. So I think it's good for the guests that are attending, and for someone who's thinking about maybe putting their toe in the water and becoming a representative, thinking about it, it's great for them to hear about the sales from those 90 minutes of that party. You're going to thank people, whoever hosted the party, do a drawing for the door prize, serve refreshments, and finish signups. So afterwards, I would definitely, another thing here too is that I forgot to talk about earlier is you may want to do a little bit of live Facebook streaming, so too that whoever could not attend the party will see how easy it is to attend the party, see how much fun you had. So you may want to do some streaming. You may want to take pictures, post them on Facebook. And for sure, whoever could not attend the party, you want to make sure that they get a link to shop the e-store. Anyway, that's fairly self-explanatory, but I think all of that is a great way too to extend the benefit of the party. So then the last thing is, after guests have left, I think the upline, whoever is helping, if you're helping somebody newer or one of your downline conduct a mixer, it's good to sit down, talk about the party, see what questions they have, because what you want to see happen next time is that they are going to then ask somebody in their downline to do a mixed skincare mixer. So you want to make sure that they're comfortable with it, have a chance to talk about it, questions that they had. What did we do well? What could we have done better? Some of those kinds of things, because you're really setting them up next time to help somebody in their downline do a skincare mixer. This is really all about duplication. It's each one teach one. We wanted to keep the benefit to continue. Okay, so helpful handouts. We talked about the Daily Care Collection flyer and the Bahamas Atlantis flyer. Those are both available online. And then the 10 reasons Avon is a place to be. You can print that from this next slide. Also, here's an example of an easy invitation. And you may want to do something glitzier. Part of the point I'm trying to make here is I want to keep it fairly easy to do a skincare mixer, because we really want a lot of people to do them and to not be stopped thinking, oh, I've got to have the perfect invitation, or I have to have the perfect refreshments, or perfect this or perfect that. It's not about being perfect at all. It's about having fun. It's about getting a lot of people, that's probably the key, is getting at least 10 people there. And it's about having fun. And so I think we've given you a lot of the basic steps here to be able to do that. And then, so call to action here. Well, you're hearing the recording, but also your managers have the slides, so ask them to email you the slides. Get a mixer scheduled and let your upline or your district manager know. Be brave, get it scheduled, and then let us know what help you need. We are all here to help each other. And we want to really explode these skincare mixers, see a lot of them being done. And then the third thing, text me after your mixer. You see my number here, 917-226-9610. And there are going to be prizes for the first 5 representatives in our division to conduct a mixer with at least $200 in sales, and additional prizes when you had signups at your mixer. And by the way, I want to do a shout out to Brandy Ethier. She is the first representative in our division to have done a mixer, and she had 3 new customers out of it. She signed up 1 new representative, and she sold $240. So congratulations to Brandy. So I know that all of these things are possible and are going to happen. So I want to thank you for listening in, and I can't wait to hear about your successes. So thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.